Hey guys, JT here with a quick video on some new products from Radient. They've come out with a couple of things recently, and it hasn't really been announced too much unless you go into like a hobby town or something like that. They've recently released these servos, and I went ahead and picked these up just to give them a try to see how good these servos are. They also make several other products. I have picked up several of these. These are the XT90 connectors to the Deans, and excuse me, I use this on some of my armor cars as well, and I started putting the XT90 on a couple of my other cars, and these run about $4. They're $3.99. I thought that was a really good deal to get this because I think the connectors are like $6.99. You got to solder it and stuff yourself, so this kind of helped me out. But they do sell different various connectors as well. So that's just kind of food for thought if you guys have a hobby town close to you, or you look online and try to find some pre-soldered adapters and stuff. From what I've experienced with these are actually pretty good in the current flow. I didn't see too much of a drop in performance at all when I actually added these on. So that was a good thing. But anyway, with these servos, these seem to be pretty good. I'm going to test them out in a couple of cars to see how they perform. This one seems to be one of the better ones with the better deal. As far as price wise, this of course was $14.99, like a little bit over $15 with taxes. And this one was, of course, as you see there, $67.49. So this one's a lot more expensive than this one. So that's kind of a jump to go from this servo to this servo. You see that, of course, this servo is not a digital servo, but it does have ball bearings in it. The specs on these, the speed of these seem to be, hopefully that light's not killing it too much. The speed on these are the same, but the torque is different. You see that's got 62.5 ounces of torque, and this one's got 109 at 4.8 volt, or 194 at 4.8 volt. So but the speed is actually the same on both of these. And looking at this and thinking about comparing it to some of the other ones out there, you got Savox servos, but those run about $35–40. You got, of course, the Traxxas 2075, which runs about, I think that is $34.99 because I recently purchased one. The Traxxas one does have more torque than this. I think it's about 120 ounces. But it is slower. I think it's 16 to 18 hundredths of a second instead of this 14. So this one would be faster, just not as strong. So this would probably be recommended more for a two-wheel drive car than it would be for a four-wheel drive car. But I'm going to test it in a two-wheel drive car to see how this is. But I'm definitely going to test this one and one of my 8-scale buggies. This light's kind of bothering me, y'all, because it keeps glaring. So I'll be testing this in a two-wheel drive car and this one in a four-wheel drive car. Now, some of the other differences is, of course, this one's going to have a lot more torque. Speeds are the same. This one's analog. This one's digital. This one's also water resistant, and this one is not. So that's something to consider when you get this. I'm pretty sure if you get some water on it, it should be fine. But if it gets submerged in water or something, it may not work. So that may be something I may try as well with this one, to run it outside when it's got some light rain, or run it through some puddles, you know, or even maybe pour some water on it. Just to see how this thing holds up before everyone goes out and tries to buy one of these and then see that the performance isn't what they thought it was and they threw $15 away. So stay tuned for some running videos with this. I'm going to put this probably in my two-wheel drive circuit, or I got a couple cars I can kind of throw this in to see how this will work. I don't think this is going to perform too well on a four-wheel drive, but I'm definitely going to put this in either my Outcast or my Thunder Tiger or my Losi buggy. I want to kind of see the difference in performance with that, because I think this one will perform pretty well. So anyway, that was just a quick look at this. I purchased this and wanted to show this to you guys. I think this is a fairly good, cheap servo that if you were just trying to upgrade something other than what you get in some stock cars, especially some of the lower end cheap cars, this may be a good replacement alternative for that. So anyway, as always, don't forget to like or dislike, subscribe if you have not, and stay tuned for more videos, guys. Thanks for watching.